Welcome back to the road to the state championship.
Well, first we want to shout out the chat. We've got a Let's Go Decatur from a QAC 2012 alumni. Go Seahawks, Declan Horan. The family coming in here to vote for him as well, and a whole ton of things. But right now we are in the halftime break. If you guys are just tuning in with us, Stephen Decatur up 14-0 in the state championship. Bryson Coleman with a rushing touchdown and also a passing touchdown. That passing TD, a fantastic catch from Tribewise. Well, we have to thank Athlete Academy, Pohanka, and of course Wawa, our great sponsors for this today. And Wawa gave us a ton of food, so we're going to start off with the Wawa pizza. Let's hope I don't drop this because that would be embarrassing on live TV, guys, right? Okay, so we got the pizza. And listen, I've had Wawa pizza a few times myself. I've had a little bit of the pepperoni and the plain and the veggie, everything in between. So we're going to go to meteorologist Mike Lichniak. And I know your reports are usually on weather, a lot of football as well. But today it's pizza. It's Wawa pizza. So we need.
She just went Tony DeVito.
I did. I did it. It came out a little bit. It was natural, right?
Tony DeVito.
All right, so I'm
mixing Tony.
I'm going to try a plain, but you try a pepperoni first.
I got the pepperoni. All right.
I've already eaten mine.
The crunch, the munch.
That is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is solid. A solid 8.
Wow.
This is really good.
Out of 8.
Out of 10.
Out of 8. 11 out of 10. Listen, I'm
This
gonna.
is very good.
Ooh, this is really good. It hits the spot. It's funny because Friday nights our crew always orders pizzas or cheesesteaks or something because we're always starving and you know covering out the wazoo. But we've only had Wawa pizza once and it was veggie pizza. So this is the plain that I'm trying for the first time and it's fantastic. Luke, you had one already. So what do you like?
It took me like 30 seconds to eat it. It was really good. I mean, it was. The plain, it was awesome. That was actually my first time I've had Wawa pizza.
Really?
This is my first time I've ever had Wawa pizza.
I've never had it before.
It's crazy. I grew up from Wawa's, about 3 of them, like down the street from me, and the hoagies were always my go-to. And now they have pizza, and I'm like, well, this is perfect for any time of the night.
Yeah, now
anything
I got pizza,
like
they
that.
got burgers, they got fries, they got
Listen,
everything.
if you're trying to have any type, the pasta.
The pasta.
Chef's kiss, guys.
There you go.
All right, everybody in the chat, if you're watching right now, your favorite Wawa pizza, whether it's veggie, plain, pepperoni. I think the veggie might be my favorite personally because I just love veggie pizza, but this is really good too.
This is solid. Sorry. I can't help myself.
Listen, the last time I talked on air and I had food in my mouth, it was at White Marlin and I had tuna and I almost choked on it, so it's totally okay. I'm just embarrassing myself today on the Wawa watch party apparently, but somebody said, Tina Looney, sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly, she said plain. The plain is pretty good.
Plain's pretty good.
Good call, Tina.
And the thing I love about pizza is you can have it at any time of the day. You can wake up and have it for breakfast if it's cold. It doesn't have to be hot. It's just perfect.
And it's amazing that there are like nutritionists now that are like out there saying if you give your kid like cold pizza in the morning, it's not that terrible for them.
Really?
Because if you think about it, you usually give kids cereal. It's got tons of sugar. This is just, cheese, a little bit of carbs.
We had a cereal tier list in the office one of these days, and my parents never let me have sugary cereals. So when I said I don't like Honey Nut Cheerios, everybody was like, you're insane. And I was like, I'm sorry. I wasn't a kid that was allowed to have pizza for breakfast. Now that I'm an adult, I will totally have Wawa pizza for breakfast after this broadcast. So thank you, Mother. I love you. It's been
I had
fantastic.
pizza for breakfast yesterday. It was great.
There you go. All right, you got to bring some Wawa pizza home to have for breakfast as well.
I will.
2 days in a row. The plain is Terry Wheatley's favorite Wawa pizza. The family's all watching and tuning in. 14-0, Stephen Decatur right now. Fantastic game so far. I do want to talk about real quick before we go to break before the third quarter, that Tribewise catch, which is absolutely insane.
That was nuts.
That was crazy. We're going to have it in the final score probably later on. Everybody tune into that at 11 p.m. We'll have highlights. We'll have Tim Nolan live once again. We'll have all the real-time highlights as well in that show tonight at 11 p.m. But this kid, with his build and everything like that and the way that he's able to create, I mean, the duo of him and Bryson Coleman is just fantastic.
I think as we go into the second half, I think we have to look back at that stuff on 2nd and goal from the half-yard line, and that turned into that 15-yard penalty. That's the turning point in this game. If Huntingtown scores there, it's 7-7. It's a different game. The fact that Stephen Decatur's defense stepped up twice on 2 mistakes and stopped the ball before it got to the end zone. That's the key to this game.
That's the key. And I just can't wait for the final score to see these shots because everyone watching us can't see it right now.
Hasn't seen it yet.
We've seen it, and we've only seen it from the broadcast angle. We're going to have an on-field angle. going to be a pretty good look, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, Trey Beckett and Tim Nolan out there for DSN. Shout out to them. They're doing a fantastic job. And let me just say this. Right now, Stephen Decatur is just playing a fantastic game. They really have a chance to create history in Berlin, which is just crazy to think about. We've covered this team for so long. I covered them when I first started here just 2 years ago. Mike, you've heard about Stephen Decatur. You've covered them at WBOC and your whole team as a whole. And Luke, ever since you came here, it's been Decatur's this top team in the Bayside as well. Just for us, I think it's so cool to be able to see a team go this far and just be able to make this impact. And it's so inspiring to the younger athletes in the Bayside Conference as well, guys.
I live in Ocean Pines for the last 6 years now. So I've grown up. Listen to me. I've been living near Stephen Decatur now for 6 years. And to know where that program was 6 years ago and to see where it is now and the powerhouse that it is, and we all keep forgetting, there's only 3 seniors on this team. They could easily re-rack and just go again.
Right.
This could be a big, deep run for these guys for the next couple of years.
Yeah, semifinal appearance a year ago, title game this year. I mean, this is the middle of a run that you're talking about. I mean, it's tough to go back-to-back years already to the semis and let alone get one out of it.
And listen to this, talking to them today, Coach Jay Coleman got offered the job. He was a coach at Cambridge South Dorchester, a player there as well. And then he gets offered the job and he tells his son Bryson, you don't have to go to Stephen Decatur. You can go to one of the private schools, to Good Counsel or to Archbishop. And Bryson said, no, Dad, I'm going to come there with you to Stephen Decatur, and we're going to build this program together. We're going to be the reason why people on the Eastern Shore are able to get recruited. We're going to be the reason why that everybody starts respecting Bayside football. It's crazy to think that everything that they talked about just a few years back is actually happening and coming alive, win or lose tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's the confidence that they clearly exude all the time, and we saw it to start the game. They asked to receive the ball after winning the toss. They just knew or had a good feeling that they could go down and score. They want to be the one to set the tone. They've been setting the tone at Stephen Decatur for the last 4 years.
And to your point, they said, give us the ball, we will shove it down your throat, and that's what they did. In 1 minute and 45 seconds, it was 7-0.
And Brian Farber in the chat said, we're going to have to stop by our Del Mar Wawa and try that pizza. You guys convinced us. That's exactly what we love to do here. I'm trying not to drop it because that's totally something that I would do.
So sad.
Everybody, make sure you stay tuned in right here to the Delmarva Sports Network as we will catch up with Tim Nolan later in the third quarter once again live at Nady Stadium. And we will have the live analysis right here on DSN. The entirety of the second half of action, once again, Decatur up 14-0. Bryson Coleman with 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing and 1 throwing. Tribe-wise with a TD reception. Make sure you stay locked into the Delmarva Sports Network. Our Wawa Watch Party. We'll be right back after this.